Good morning, America. To all my friends, family, and all my new YouTube subscribers, like and share this video. Um, I wanted to do a video about drug and alcohol awareness. You know, even though I do comedy, acting, film, things like that, I don't want my platform just to be all comedy because there's so many more different elements to myself and what I have to offer the universe, and I used to struggle with alcohol. I'm not gonna lie. I will let y'all know. I used to really, that was one of my demons. One of my demons was struggling with alcohol, and I was in denial for a long time. I would just say to myself, I'm young, I'm having fun, I'm partying. What am I supposed to do? Everybody else is doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought it was something you were supposed to do because, when you're young and you turn 21 and, you're partying, you're just living in that moment. You're not thinking about the future and the effects to your body and, certain things you don't think about. And this video is self-awareness for young people. I wanted to do this for the young people out there. You know what I mean? Like the grown people, y'all know better. You know what I mean? Y'all know better. And but even some of y'all that's still struggling with it, some grown folk that's my age and older, this is some advice to y'all too. You know what I mean? The alcohol, I really can't speak too much on the drugs because I haven't, done drugs in years. You know what I mean? And I done drugs in the teenage years where you smoke weed, where you try ecstasy, and they got new names now. I don't even know what ecstasy is right now. I don't know, maybe Molly, and people ask me, have you ever tried Molly? No, I never tried Molly before. I actually have a lot of friends who died from taking pills like ODs and things like that. Actually, in the recent years, a lot of great friends that I grew up with. So I'm actually afraid to put any type of drugs in my body. Like, I'm afraid. I don't think I would survive. You know what I mean? Like, I'm blessed to be 39 years old after a lot of things that I've went through in life. So I don't just put anything in my body. I don't even like Tylenol PMs. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a person that's like very active. I'm very high off life type of person. So I don't even like shit to make me like down, like kind of, you know what I mean? But my struggle was alcohol. You know what I mean? And when you're struggling with alcohol, the reason why I was struggling with alcohol, because I used to do it because it was fun and I just loved to party, and that was my excuse then. But then when I was dealing with life situations, I would drink. I would drink like crazy because that was my way of not thinking about it. You know what I mean? That was my way of running away from my problems. Even though once I sober up, now I'm sick, now I'm throwing up, and then the same problems that I had initially are even worse. You know what I mean? And now I got to deal with these problems hungover. So I'll try to continue to drink again. And the alcohol, a lot of great opportunities, some of the best opportunities of my life, I would ruin it because of alcohol. I would get drunk and say, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll have a show in DC at the Funny Bone or something like that, and I may be depressed because I'm in a toxic relationship. So I'm trying to drink away the issues. So now when I got promoters calling me, like, I'm just saying, fuck everything. I'm just going to get drunk and just completely giving up on myself. You know what I mean? And not seeing what the issues is, and when I decided to stop drinking, like I was able to see what is the issues in my life at hand. I could see clearer. You know what I mean? I could think better. I could make better choices. So I started to see the things that were really the problem in my life. I said, wow, you know what I mean? Like, I see what the issues are. So now I can take care of this toxic relationship. Now I can take care of these bills and these things that I've been ignoring. Now I could do better because I could think. I put down the bottle. You know what I mean? Like, really, literally, like I really did struggle with alcohol. You know what I mean? And then I would be ashamed. I would do things, you know, you get drunk and you go out and you do embarrassing shit. You do some very embarrassing things. When people come tell you, you know, last night you tried to fight the bartender, you jumped over the counter. I did what? So now you want to hide in the house and you want to shed all the shades and everything because you don't want to see anybody, because you don't want to hear the shit, your behavior. You know what I mean? And then when you're an entertainer like myself, you're in the public eye. When people see me, they expect, you know, they look at me different. They look at me on a, not like I'm better, but a higher scale to where I could do better. That I should. So when they see me, they're looking, expecting like, wow, you know, but then they see me and I'm looking all drunk. I'm looking all sick. I'm looking all, and it just lets that person down. You know what I mean? Like one of my heroes, if I was just running to Eddie Murphy, you know what I'm saying? And then I see Eddie and Eddie pissy drunk and he depressed and he laying in a hood bar with his wallet on the counter. It will break my heart to see him that way because I look at him better than that. You know what I mean? Like that alcohol was a struggle for me, man, like big time. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? It was a fight. And every time I went to jail, anytime I went to jail, I was drunk. Every time I got locked the fuck up was because I was pissy drunk. You know what I mean? Like, I never got locked up sober. So what does that tell you? That alcohol was a problem. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't overcome it. And like I said, I was in a very toxic situation. And I don't want to speak bad on nobody. Because at the end of the day, it's your choice to stay in a toxic relationship. That's the decision that you made. And it's up to you to better yourself and do what's right for you and get out of that situation. But I tried to use alcohol to you know, solve the issues. And it was fucking up everything good that was going on in my life. I didn't know how to be a social drinker. I said, a social drinker, what the fuck is that? I would see people come in the bar or something, they could have a couple drinks. You know, you maybe got your girlfriend or your wife. You know, they socialize, have a couple drinks and go home. Not me. I'll be in a bar getting pissy drunk. Got bottle of liquor at home. I'm bar hopping in the most dangerous hood bars ever. Not even thinking about the safety and everything. I'm barred from half of the bars in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? This was years ago though. But I was barred from the bartenders knew when I was coming. They like, there you go. That nigga gonna cause some trouble. There you go. Hey, you know you ain't allowed in here. And I'm probably drunk at the time. Fuck y'all. Because you know when you get drunk, you feel like you can fight. Like you could, you know, and probably ain't fight in years and don't even know if you still good at the motherfucker or not. But you don't care. When you drink that liquor, you just say fuck everybody in the house. Fuck you, fuck the kids. You know what I mean? It wasn't good for me, you know? And the great thing about it is, once I took control over my life and I put the bottle down, this was about 15 months ago. Once I put the bottle down and I really looked at the problems and the issues that was going on at hand in my life, and I made a difference by changing those things, then slowly but surely, I took control over my life without the alcohol. My mother always told me, she said, when I used to be like, Mom, how am I gonna get off of this shit? I can't stop drinking. My mom would say shit like, just don't drink. Just don't do it. She would say, just don't do it. I used to be like, Mom, how? What type of advice is that? That's me telling somebody that's dealing with alcohol problems, and I come to you and I say, look, you say, how do I stop? I can't stop. And I say, look, just don't do it. It never made sense to me at that time until years later. And I realized, and and to this day, I just don't do it. In order for me not to have that issue, I don't fucking do it. I just don't. You know what I mean? And life is so much more peaceful, better. Like I said, I changed my whole life. All the great opportunities that I wanted have been coming my way. You know what I mean? All because I made that change. I looked in the mirror and had to fix the issues that was going on with me. And not point the finger and say, oh, it's your fault or it's her fault. No, it's the motherfucker in the mirror. You got to change yourself if you want better in life. You know what I mean? And I did that. And like I said, I don't want to just give y'all comedy because there's so much more in me. You know what I mean? And I want to uplift. I want to give out positive energy to the people, you know, so I'm going to be doing this a lot. I'm going to speak about prison to young people and how it's not cool to be there and go there. I'm going to speak to people about, I don't understand why everybody is so hardcore and so tough today. Everybody wants to be a shooter with the Draco, and you know what I mean? Like, it's not cool to smile and laugh anymore. I want to bring out the inner you, the dude that's at home smiling and laughing with your family, holding the baby, and you know what I mean? It's okay to do that. I know a lot of people don't want to do that or show the inner you because you feel like somebody's going to look at you or try to test you. My thing is, why be around people with that kind of energy? Once I notice the kind of energy you have, and I feel like you may put me at risk to losing my freedom or losing my life, I'm not even going to be around that kind of energy. You know what I mean? But as I said, this is a video for self-awareness about drugs and alcohol. My issue was alcohol. You know, now I don't have that issue anymore. I'm happy in life. I got everything I wanted and everything I want and more to come. You know what I mean? So young people, you can do it. If I did it, you can do it.